Shalom brothers and sisters who have arrived here on this channel. This video is a quick update of my previous video where we were showing great moments of high watching for the rapture of the church to happen. And if you haven't watched it yet, please do so. It is the 2023-06, the video. And this video here will prove that our timeline that we have been following since the discovery that the Jews are 1 month off, our timeline seems to be confirmed over and over again because the world events happening point to the exact times of the true seasons, which happens 1 month after the Jews are calling it. So you will see here that in this video the beast government seems to be rising out with this currency, this world currency, in August through the BRICS, the Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa alliance. That is the alliance of the leftists, alliance of the one world government that will be leading this new world order through the ideas of China and North Korea in order for it to be a persecution to the Christians. So you will see that this group of countries here, they will be the ones that will lead the New World Order because they have the social control, they have the social score, they have the ideology and the politics just like in China that is against the Christians. And that's why this will be the world government to rise for the beast to govern the world. And this news here just happened and I received it that says Brazil, China, Russia, and India to launch their own currency in August. They will be launching a cryptocurrency in August for their countries, for these countries here to be the main thing that will be controlling the population, because if they control the money, they control the digital money, they control everything about your life. They can deny you to buy and sell, and they can even stop people from buying, selling, and having their bank accounts. So this currency here that is going to happen in August will be this will be the one that the Antichrist will use to govern and control the whole world. And we have more news about this. It says this: BRICS summit most expansion in new currency in bid to rival dollar and escape sanctions. So they're trying to rival the dollar and end the dollar reign so that these nations can overturn sanctions and also bring together this world currency that will be leading the new world order after it is launched. So BRICS nations says the new currency may offer shield from sanctions, and that's one of the reasons why they're creating this. A BRICS currency could shake the dollar's dominance, so that's what they are trying to do here. What else? 24 nations alliance against US dollar as BRICS looks to launch a new global, new one world currency, and they are expecting to launch this in late August. So late August they will be doing this cryptocurrency, this one world government cryptocurrency that will get together all of these leftist countries, all of those countries that are following China's way to govern, China's way to control people in order for them to have the control over the world. And this is happening precisely in late August. So if we go and check in our presentation, if you watched my previous video, I showed you this graph that shows that we are exactly right now in the middle of this very high watch date that started on June 1st when Noah enters the ark. We're going to the limit here, which is the limit similar to Jesus' Passover almost 2,000 years ago, and we're approaching the moment when the flood comes on June the 7th. So this high watch date here happens right now. So we're right under it. We are about to witness if the rapture will happen or not anytime now. We were expecting an economic collapse for this moment here, but the US signed the deal to raise the debt ceiling. However, some news are saying that that's not going to be enough to stop a big recession. And we know that the United States has to be out of the game, out of the world scenario, in order for the Antichrist beast system to rise perfectly as they are planning. And right now we are in this high watch date, expecting to happen the rapture anytime now. And we are seeing that for late August, so August starts here, late August is that the moment when they are planning to launch this new world currency that will end up being the currency that will control the world, the new world order, after the demise of the United States on the Third World War. So precisely in this moment of time, which will be for us the true moment of the Feast of Wine and the 9th of Av. This is so incredible because they are going to do this precisely when it is historical moment when the crow is launched by Noah. That's the historical moment for 9th of Av, when also many terrible tragedies happened to the people of Israel. They lost both their temples, they were cursed and started to wander in the desert for 40 years on that exact day and night. So on the 9th of Av, that's when terrible tragedies happened to Israel, and that's when Noah released the crow, which is a symbol for the Antichrist. Precisely on that moment, on the late August, that's when BRICS, the leftist politics, governments, they will be creating this digital currency for themselves in order to create the beginning of the beast government to rival the dollar if the United States is up until there, and also to create the control that the Antichrist needs. Precisely on that moment of time, precisely that when we were expecting something to happen in regards to the beast system. So if we go here and check for August in the Jewish calendar, they will be calling the 26th of August the 9th of Elul, but we know that they are 1 month in advance, so truly this will be the 9th of Av, the month that they called it before. So the 9th of Av, that's the 26th of August. That's precisely the date that we were expecting something to happen in regards to the beast system, and that's precisely what we just discovered. They are creating this world currency precisely there. And for us, this is amazing because we either live right now in this period of time that we are right now, up to the date of June the 7th, or we will have to look for the next possible feast that is also the limit for us to look at, because otherwise that will be too late, and the 6-month prophecy for the church to leave before the Antichrist coming in December, that will be gone. So the latest possible period of time that this can happen, the rapture can happen, will be in July, around the beginning of July, around the full moon, which will be July 3rd and 4th, and that will be the true feast of Shavuot, the feast of weeks. That's when that was the only moment of time when in the Bible a trumpet will sound and people were being able to go up the mountain, Mount Sinai, with Moses. So this is a very high watch date as well. If it doesn't happen right now, the moment that we are here, we're going to be looking at July for the Feast of Shavuot, the true Feast of Shavuot, for the moment of time when the rapture happens there in the beginning of July. Because after it, you will see that the beast system, the beast government, the leftists, they are coming with their agenda, with their political ideology, with their persecution, just like it happens in North Korea and China, towards the whole world. And the United States will be leaving the world scenario, perhaps through the form of world war. I believe it will be done with the United States in just 1 hour, like Babylon, because the United States and the petrodollar is what made a lot of people around the world use the English as a common language, and that's what happened with Babylon. They all had the same language, and Babylon will fall in just 1 hour. So that's what I expect to happen anytime now, together with the Rapture. That's very possible to happen because we are already seeing the depth of the United States rise. We see that the leftists have taken power in the United States with a questionable results of the election, and also the leftists have taken power here in Brazil, also questionable methods. And the next possible thing that they want to do is grab the whole world with this currency here. And the leftists, they are using always the red. Here in Brazil, they use the red. China's flag is also red, and this is very interesting because the color red is the color that has this code here, FF6666. That's light red here. That's the color that represents red. So the 666 is rising, the red is rising, the red dragon. China is the red dragon. So that's the government that will persecute those that will be left behind here after the rapture. So the rapture must happen anytime now. We already had this news here in 2022 that said BRICS countries will be at the center of the new world order, says Russian. So they already said last year that this will be the new world order because it is the new world order of the China way of leading with people, China way to government. So that's why we know that this will be the Antichrist government. That will be the persecution that the Bible says about it. Also, we saw here the following: if the time comes when we have to act against Iran, the government will receive full backing. So Israel is getting ready to attack Iran or being attacked by Iran, because Iran is very, very close. If it hasn't already, it's very, very close to get nuclear weapons. So Israel has to act now. And we heard this news here that Israel makes progress in preparations to attack Iranian nuclear facilities. That's June the 2nd. So we see that this is very near to happen. This is very close to happen, and we have to be very excited because we are so close to the escape, so close to the rapture, that all of the geopolitical events around the world shows us that we don't have much time in here. Precisely because I saw that this here happened. So they just launched today this game called Diablo 4, and they are calling everybody to welcome to hell. So they are welcoming people to hell. They are presenting this information to the world and welcoming them to the beast government, the Diablo, which is devil in Spanish. So they are bringing this, and I thought that this was very surprising because I was watching our brother video from Supernatural by Design, which he was talking about the coming government, one world government, which will be the government of the beast, being the fourth Reich of the German Empire. So we know what happened in the Second World War, that the Germans were the third Reich, the third empire, and now they are coming towards the fourth Reich here, together with the World Economic Forum. So he said about the Fourth Reich, and that's precisely what happened here. They are calling Diablo 4. So the fourth reign, the reign of the Diablo, the reign of the beast. So it is coming. It is right under our nose. They are preparing the war. They are preparing the economic collapse. They are preparing the world government and the one world currency to be launched precisely in the 9th of Av. That's when the crow is released. That's when the Antichrist is released. So everything seems to match our timeline. Everything seems to match the moment that we have been seeing in our videos here to point towards the most possible dates for the rapture, which should be anytime now or at maximum there in July, which will point towards the true Shavuot. We are so very close. We cannot stretch this much longer. We are already at the limit here. I believe both the true church and the world is at the limit here. They want the church gone, and the church wants to be gone. So we are so close. We cannot give up right now. We cannot be sad or depressed right now, because we are in the final moments for the rapture to happen. I really hope that you get ready with each and every day that you have here. Prepare yourselves, prepare your hearts, prepare things for the people that will be left behind, because when the beast system comes into play, they will come with everything that they have to persecute those that were left behind. And that will be a tragedy. That will be the worst period of time in all of the times since the world was created. So this will be gonna be awful. So prepare for those that will be left behind, in order for them to have at least some knowledge and some information in what they have to do for this moment of time that they will be living on, because we are very close right now to the rapture of the church. And I hope that you that have watched this video is ready to leave, is ready to meet Jesus in the air, is ready to be with us in the air in the wedding supper of the Lamb, because that's what's open for everybody that believes and is getting ready to receive it from Jesus himself. I'm going to be leaving here. I hope that this has blessed you. This has kept your lamps burning bright. And I'll see you guys very soon, either in the air, because the rapture might happen anytime now, or in the next video that I'll be doing for you guys. Maranatha, I hope that we all meet together very soon. Maranatha.